Yeah, nuts. You look like shit. Niggas ran you out of Mobius. Shredder gave you a TMNT ass whooping, and you not even a turtle. And my nigga, what's worse? Mama and Kidna went to be with the white emerald in the sky. Tell me what you gonna do about that.
I ain't hear no bell, so I'ma stand up and keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Born in the ghetto, it's hard to survive. Some have achieved and many brothers try, but I realize which life to choose. I wanna make money, so I gotta pay dues, but there's no rules and you only have one chance. If you fuck up, kid, you face the circumstance. At night, I used to scream and shout, living in the ghetto, trying to get the hell out. So I would try as I watch my friends die, but all I could do is sit back and cry. These are feelings I'm expressing through my rhymes. I've been through hard times, so many problems on my mind. I wasn't living rich and I also wasn't poor. I try to appreciate, but I deserve more. Yeah, Superman, superstar, give me super fat dough, like Pablo Escobar.
Star, feared by bandits, hated by chicks, loved by kids. I never did a bit, yes the group on me thick. Plus I don't eat beef, cause these dizzy ass niggas and chicks think shit is sweet. Yo, I work hard and hard, my man breaks it down through the cards. After that, keep it moving, have no time to be fooling around town. And you know you get down with this hype sound. The things I seen, I make a grown man dream and speak saying, go by yourself, be by yourself, let my lyrics vibrate and shake the earth. I travel ghetto to ghetto, back streets to street, dig around all crime with this ill mastermind. Mom Duke used to tell me with these tears in her eyes, now I'm out on my own, surviving with the time like an African tribe. Little dapper blow your mind, check it out like this,
and then like that.
Superstar. What the fuck, y'all moving on up? Yes, the group on with this, so all your punks hear this. So what the fuck, y'all moving on up? Yes, the group on with this, so all your punks hear this. So what the fuck, y'all moving on up? Yes, the group on with this, so all your punks hear this. So what the fuck, y'all moving on up? Yo, check it out like this. Here we go.
This here is Kingsbridge Depot, home of the 2015 MTA Bus Rodeo winner, and they damn sure ain't afraid to let you know that either. Now the routes that Kingsbridge has are the BX1, BX2, BX3, BX7, BX9 with the BX10, BX13, BX15, BX18, don't forget it's A and B, that's thanks to the redesign, don't look at me. BX20 and M100 with the BX28 as a supplemental route. Now we got some new equipment here and that's without a doubt, but the old stuff showed us what the Bronx is all about. Kingsbridge pretty much got it figured out, and there's one bus model that they ain't sending out. Excelsior! Cause they ain't got none, stupid. Kingsbridge in itself has nothing but Novas, ranging from LFS, LFS Hybrid, and LFS-A, but I'm actually cool with that. I got tons of respect for the Excelsiors, don't get me wrong, but I've always been more of a Nova guy anyway. And I do respect Kingsbridge for the fact that they're going with what they know with the Novas, mastering all forms of Novatry. Trust and believe, they carried all different types of equipment up to this point, that being the godly RTS, Diesel Orion 5s, them trash-ass Orion 7 next-gen hybrids, New Flyer XD60s like you saw earlier, and what Kingsbridge is truly known for, the New Flyer D60HF Galaxies. Trust me, Bronx fans, I feel your pain. Gone are the days where we could stand on the concourse and just hear
sensational.
Now, of course, to understand Kingsbridge fully, we gotta go through the history trip. Now, Kingsbridge has always been Kingsbridge, but it was originally known as the Kingsbridge Car Barn, a streetcar barn owned by the 3rd Avenue Railway in 1897. It became the company's central repair shop in 1947, when the 65th Street shops closed. In 1948, 3rd Avenue's repair shops was moved to a facility up in Yonkers, while Kingsbridge stopped serving trolleys and began serving buses. In 1962, it was taken over by Map Stoa. Unfortunately, due to the structural integrity of the building, the depot was closed down on September 10th, 1989, right around the time Gun Hill opened. On February 23rd, 1983, Kingsbridge reopened, but with a brand new building, the building you see today. Now we have to give Kingsbridge its flowers for two reasons. One, it was the first one in the city to have articulated buses, those being the Galaxies, and that was on September 30th, 1996. Secondly, the BX-18, more specifically the BX-18B, which stops right in front of the birthplace of hip-hop, which is 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. Of course, I would have to know this. I am Rose's firstborn. Big shout out to Kool Herc and the whole hip-hop nation. Mom loved each and every one of you guys to the very end. And the same can be said on my end as well. I, Knuckles the Echidna, on behalf of my entire family, thank each and every last one of you for taking care of my mother throughout the years. If there's a party going on, feel free to hit your boy up. I'll show up in the spirit of Mom. Speaking of music, the theme song for Kingsbridge Depot is Superstar by Group Home. Big shout out to DJ Premier for the freaking beat, man. The song is phenomenal and it goes so well with Kingsbridge. Reason why Kingsbridge has Superstar as a theme song is because your boy was playing Grand Theft Auto 4 and I was just driving a bus in Bohan, which is basically Rockstar's equivalent to the Bronx. For me personally, best Grand Theft Auto game that's ever made. Main channels I used to listen to was San Juan Sounds, 102.7 The Beat, and 104.1 The Classics, of course. Now here's one thing that you have to understand with Kingsbridge. Over here, you eat what you got. They got the grits mentality, and that stems across literally everything that they do. Now don't get me wrong, Kingsbridge is cool as fuck. But under the surface, they don't give a fuck. Not gonna lie, it does kind of show in the maintenance. You either get a bus that's really good or a bus that's about to die. But I understand. Why? Because you serve the Bronx. But it's not all bad. Minus the school kids and the people constantly bitching in Riverdale, which all of y'all need to shut all the way what they call the fuck up. Don't let that pretty shit fool you. You still in the Bronx. But the people that's working the BX7, BX10, and BX20 should have it pretty easy. And the reason why I say should is because, again, you still in the Bronx. Anything can happen. Reason I'm saying all the people in Riverdale need to shut the fuck up is because they're lucky that Kingsbridge even gives a fuck to even send buses out that way and give you actual service. And I feel for my people that's in Kingsbridge and Yonkers for having to deal with that bullshit in the first place. Because the rest of the Bronx has to eat what they got, which snowballs into the timing of the buses. If you see a bus, take it. If not, get to stepping. They're giving you what is out there. No more and no less. You eat what you got. The same could be said for the overnight. You eat what you got. Don't worry, if a bus breaks down, they will send another bus out. But that's mainly on their time. And honestly, I can't help but to laugh at how Kingsbridge does things. That is some old school black parent shit. Even the drivers over there is all business. Trust me, they themselves don't even want to be on the job. And that's because they know what type of bullshit they gotta face as soon as they leave that gate. And trust and believe, Kingsbridge has its fair share of rough routes, like the BX9 and BX15, which honestly I miss it out of West Farms. In the comments, let me know how you guys feel about the BX15 nowadays. But the biggest ones and the stars of the show are the BX1 and 2. Not only do you go up the middle of the concourse, but you go from the very top to the very bottom. And don't get me wrong, it's a damn good way to travel vertically in the Bronx, especially if the Delta's fucked up at night, which honestly Kingsbridge should, I say should, keep notes of the Delta just in case if it does fuck up at night, so this way they can put more buses on the BX1 and 2, like an emergency output for a GO, and anybody who works that should get paid double because of the sheer fact that it's the BX1 and 2. Now we all know that the BX1 and 2 is blood money, but I mean that literally, because unfortunately with Kingsbridge, there was an infestation of bedbugs, which caused a good majority of buses to be taken out of service. And don't get me wrong, it's not Kingsbridge's fault itself. It's mainly the people that ride the BX1 and 2. And I get it, it's the Bronx, what more can you expect? But niggas be dirty as hell. But what's the main cause of all of that is all the homeless people that ride on the BX1 and 2. Now most people in the Bronx are trying to get to where they're trying to get to. But there's always some whack job in the back of the bus always causing a problem. Either throwing trash somewhere or causing bed bugs to appear. And you could just tell they ass crawled in through the back door, looking like the mystery nigga from the Gangsta Party hotline. And I feel bad for my people that's in Kingsbridge because once the buses get back to the depot, they have to clean all that shit up. And that process in itself takes time. It's mainly the reason why I can't get mad at Kingsbridge in the first place, because look at all the shit they gotta go through. Best advice I could give anybody that's working those routes, press F5 until the button falls off. I guarantee you your trip will be a lot easier. I'm pretty sure the seasoned vets over there have no problem telling you the same shit. Why? Because y'all don't get paid enough for this shit. Remember, it's mind over matter. You gotta have 100% grit when you're driving a BX1 and 2. It is what it is. One thing I have to definitely give Kingsbridge credit for is shuttle buses. Let some shit happen in Manhattan or the Bronx, they will be there like white on rice. Overall, when you think about it, Kingsbridge is literally stuck between a rock and a hard place. Over the years, they just got dealt a bad hand of cards, but they're doing their best daily to work their way through it. They eating what they got. grits. Last thing I want to say to the people at Kingsbridge Depot is thank you. This is for Gun Hill and West Farms too, but mainly to Kingsbridge. Thank you for giving us some of the illest memories with the Galaxies. It's to a point now where we can't step foot in the Bronx without thinking about the Galaxies. You guys are the ones that gave us that initial start to go and fan in the Bronx. So on behalf of all transit fans, I say thank you. I'll give Kingsbridge a 7.5 out of 10. They eating what they got, and honestly, we gotta eat what we got. It is what it is. I do have one personal request though. If you guys at Kingsbridge could take a group picture with somebody holding a can of grits in the middle, that'd be great. You guys will be showing the rest of the city that it takes grit and grits to drive for Kingsbridge. You guys can post a photo to our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Links in the description. And big shout out to my man John Ramirez, also known as Kingsbridge Viewer 382 here on YouTube. He's a longtime fan of ours and requested this review when we were first starting out here on YouTube. You want to see some Kingsbridge videos? Then go check his channel out. He got that good shit. So with that said, this is Knuckles of the Super Subway Brothers. You guys have a great night. Tell him, Mighty.
You eat what you got. Eat your fucking grits.
And stand clear of the goddamn closing doors.
Walk in the tunnels of hell, the next level. It's a nutcracker giving hell to the devil. Playing the game, the New York pain makes me wanna bust, but I just maintain. Cause nowadays, I talk to a brother. Always love your mother, cause you never get another. In the streets, busting off shots. Fuck the cops, I got superstar props. Big time dough, money is a thriller. I'm getting more iller than a Zodiac killer. No lie, but before I say bye, you can't take money with you when you die.
Yo, I got niggas flipping the wig, chicks grabbing their cunts. As the rhyme they get doper, infants they greet me with blunts. One time for your mind before I break these streets. Ain't nothing holding me back. Hip hop tracks, yo son, you know the feeling. Shit will get revealed as the times I get better. And you know I got skills. I seen the days turn into nights as the stars shine bright. Motherfuckers moetting, chicks they keep stretching like Dawn Perignon. One day we'll live large, word to Allah, and it don't seem hard. No more jealousy and envy. Curses put upon me, watch me live free as can be. What my niggas can see, rising to the top like a rocket ship. Yo, I go far.